age was, from 17 onwards or so. But in the old days, in the Parsis, there was that child marriage custom. Many times the little child is married to his future wife or husband at 5 or 6 years of age. One of the very famous person was Dastur Dr. Dhala, who describes this in his autobiography. And after they were married and so on with lots of pomp and circumstance, they then went away into their own homes until they become of age like 15, 16 or so, and then they stayed together. No more these child marriages are done in our Zoroastrian communities anymore anywhere. Betrothal actually is like what we call Rupiah Peravana. Rupiah means the coins and Peravana means gift. You give the coins to one another, the future bride and future bridegroom, sort of sealing the contract of getting married together. A lamp is lighted, and then about few days before the actual wedding day, they perform a ceremony of Adarni, which is actually the engagement ceremony, where both sides exchanges all kinds of gifts to the new bride-to-be and new bridegroom-to-be from both sides of the family, visiting both sides in their homes and so on. We'll talk some more and see some photographs. The marriage day is very important again, celebrated with a big celebration. And the time of the marriage is always little after sunset. This is a long tradition in India, which is maybe they say that they have taken an oath with the Hindu Raja that according to their religion in Hindus, the marriage is performed after sunset. So that's what we have been doing that for many years. We talk about the sacred bath, the nun, we will talk about before the ceremony for both bride and bridegroom-to-be. Then the marriage dress and the tilo and the presents, exchange of some dowry as they say, and procession. These were all in the old days done with a great celebration. At this time in North America, most of the marriages takes place in a club or in a hotel, and this is a procession and all that is only from the room to the stage and so on. Then in the old days, there was welcoming ceremonies before the wedding when the bridegroom side visits bride side family and vice versa and so on. At the marriage ceremony on the stage, we always have a ceremonial fire, and then there are two witnesses. The two witnesses are usually married men, usually the uncles, and they are the ones who kind of witness and agrees to the questions asked by the priest, whether some of the things have already been done, and so they say yes, and so those witnesses are important in the wedding ceremony. In the wedding ceremony in India, we have some Ara Antar ceremony. We talk some more about that. A thread is passed around 7 times. The 7 is representing 7 Ameshaspans of our religion. And this is a signal or a symbol of tying the two people as one. And then we have a throwing of rice ceremony. We talk about that a little later. That is followed by the real serious religious ceremonies, which gives do's and don'ts by the two morbets, and then the final Tandurasti or benediction ceremonies. Sometimes in the India still we do the ceremony of washing the feet of bride and bridegroom, usually done by the sister-in-law, and she gets some recompensation in terms of the coins, and then the bride and bridegroom are exchanging sweets, which is done to say that now they are one. The entertainment that follows is quite elaborate many times, and of course nothing can beat the final thing, the sumptuous Parsi Lagnu Bonu with almost 6-7 courses. In the photograph upper left, the bridegroom is led by the two mobeds to the stage. Then bride is led by father and mother. And then the bride and bridegroom sit side by side for the Ashirwad ceremony with the witness standing next to them. And then the exchange of the rings after the wedding ceremony benediction. Now, there are certain other ceremonies before the wedding which is not performed everywhere, but I just wanted to mention that. One is called Madhav Sarov. Madhav actually means a tent. And in the old days, in the little villages, the tent is erected 4 or 5 days before the ceremony. All the people are invited for all these days. All the things, activities of the wedding, related to the wedding, takes place in this, under the tent, including eating, cooking, and so on. And one of the ceremonies which is done, performed outside, is what we call Madhav Saro, or planting a mango, especially a mango sapling, in the home to signify the start of a new family, just like the mango sapling is the start of a new tree. This is done also in North America, and I'm showing you here one Madhav Saro mango sapling planted in Cluston at the Mobed weddings in Florida. The other ceremony at this Mobed's wedding I found was quite interesting. I haven't seen it many times, so I thought it would be interesting to mention. Roshan Bharucha covers that into her book. It is called Supra ceremony. Supra is actually a contraption made out of the dried leaves of the palm trees, as you see there in the center. And this is used to separate the chaff or the husk from the actual rice or wheat in the old days. So you take the 4 supras with the 4 women with all kinds of things in it, like you do the tili, and then you have the cotton threads wrapped around it, and then wheat, rice, turmeric, sapari, karak, badam, rock candy, and banana is put in it. And then there is in the center, as you see on the right hand side, a pestle and a mortar, and it has little pieces of turmeric root. All 4 women together pound